This is Ann Convey and her husband, What's My Line panelist Bert Convey. This is TV star Carol Rossin and her husband, stage and screen star Hal Holbrook. This is singing dancing star E.J. Peeker and her husband, film producer Bob Zampino. And this is Loretta Clark and her husband, TV star Dick Clark. These four celebrity couples are here to play He Said, She Said. And now, here's the star of He Said, She Said, Joe Garagiola. You made it. Good. Oh, the lovely ladies are here. Good. All right. Going to get right to it. Now, you see what happens. We're going to see if your husbands can recognize you by the stories you're going to tell us about your married life, right? And your husbands are backstage. And they can only hear us when we want them to, like this. Hello, guys. Would you press your buttons? Where's Hal Holbrook? There he is. All right. Good. How you doing back there? Oh, wonderful. Good, Bert. All right, now when you do that, we see you on the screen. And from now on, anytime you want to talk, you please press that button. Now, each of you is playing for a different married couple in our studio audience, and the winner's prize, a week stay at a Holiday Inn. Now, I'm going to cut you off right now. I'll talk to you a little bit later.
Bye, Joe.
Bye-bye.
Well, you guys sound sad, too. All right. Bye-bye. All right, ladies, I'm going to give you a topic. I want you to come up with an association so personal when your husband hears it, knows it was you. Clues, 1 or 2 words. First topic. A sign that he's getting older. A sign that he's getting older. Look at E.J. Peeker.
Oh, there's so many of them. I don't know which one to...
Well, give us 8 or 10 of them.
Okay, well, every morning he looks in the mirror and he says, oh, gosh, another gray hair. He has very, very dark hair. He's got these long, scraggly gray things right at the temple, and he's had them ever since I've known him. But he thinks that he's getting old, so I would say temple's graying.
Temple's graying.
Yeah, he's very funny about it. He keeps saying, hey, bring home some of that Clairol stuff, and I'll put it on me.
What are some of the other signs? Because I have that problem, too.
You do? You don't. I'm nearsighted, but it doesn't look like it to me.
What do you mean, Loretta? Why are you laughing? I got a lot of gray hair up here.
Yeah?
Sure. What are some of the other signs?
All right, I would say paunchy belly.
Paunchy belly.
Yeah.
That's anybody.
Yeah.
That's any man.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no. You see, he's all muscle. He shouldn't have a paunchy belly.
Okay.
And I'm always teasing him about it.
All right. Well, let's just use paunchy belly. See if the other guys go. Want to? Huh? What do you think, ladies?
The other guys are skinny.
No, are you kidding?
Let's try it. Try it.
Dick has a big time.
Do what? What?
Use paunchy belly.
All right, paunchy belly.
Okay, let's use paunchy belly instead of Temple's green. All right, let's move ahead. Okay. Carol, a sign that he's getting older.
I was going to say paunchy belly, but there you are. Well, in lieu of that, my husband, because he's played Mark Twain and did it when he was very young, has always thought that somehow or another, when he really had wrinkles in his face, then he would have character. Now he has some, lines coming in, and he's really sick to death. And there you are. He waited all those years, and then now it's happening.
So what are we going to use?
For real lines.
For real lines. Okay, we've got that. Let's see who was next. Ann Convey, a sign that he's getting older.
Well, you see, when I met Bert, he had these 2 cute dimples. And now they go all the way down to here. So...
Sagging dimples?
No, not sagging. Paunchy dimples, no. No, they're not...
Dimples.
No, they're not sagging. They're lengthening.
Lengthening?
Yeah. That ought to get him.
Is that going to be your clue?
Yeah.
Lengthening dimples.
You'll hear him steaming back there.
All right, we've got 3 responses. Loretta, you don't get to play, but you're sitting there like the cat that ate the canary.
Well, you wouldn't believe, what I had to say. That's why I didn't say it. All these are true, plus I have to tell you one thing. He did a movie, or produced a movie, but it was a commercial one. With motorcycles and everything. And then one day Dick came home and he got these new blue Levi's. He's always so conservative, and he said to the housekeeper, throw these in the washing machine for 4 hours and keep pouring bleach on them. Then he bought a belt, big wide belt, and sprayed it with black paint. And he's got these flower pot boots, is the only way I can call them. And all of a sudden, he's walking around, he really looks terrible. His parents look at him, they can't believe it. And I think that's a sign of getting old because he's trying to dress like the young motorcycle crowds or something. And it looks very funny. It's embarrassing to walk with him.
Flower pot shoes.
Okay, let's go backstage and see what happens. Hello there, backstage.
Howdy.
All right, now remember to press your button as soon as you recognize your wife. We said a sign that he's getting older.
God bless you.
Bless you.
Wait, Bert Convey says, God bless you up there. Somebody sneezed. That's a sign somebody's getting older up there.
Just because you sneeze doesn't mean you're getting older, does it?
No. Okay, guys, we'll start over again. I said a sign that he's getting older, and she said paunchy belly.
I told you he would do
Dick Clark. Oh, here comes Hal Holbrook.
It is not I.
Well, you were first, Dick.
it. Punchy belly.
Beg your pardon?
Yeah, you were first. A sign he's getting older, and the response was paunchy belly, and you just rang.
Every now and again, there may be something else, but it is certainly one of the problems. Every now and again, she'll grab me like here and here, you know, and go, with the talons and say, ha, ha, ha. And I'm afraid that's not me, and I want to go home.
Well, Dick, it wasn't Loretta who said that. I'll have to take 10 points from you. Bob Zambino.
What?
All those ravioli.
Oh, come on. I was talking about it. I don't have a paunchy belly. I just lost it.
Well, that's what E.J. told us. I'll have to take 10 points from you, Bob.
Are you going to ask the same question about the girls like that? So I can
Yeah, all right. We'll do that at your request if you'd like us to.
Put hands down.
Okay, you think about it. All right, we said a sign that he's getting older, and she said, for real lines. Bert Convey.
Well, that could be me. I don't know how a 25-year-old can have lines in his face. But I don't
know, Bert, why don't you ask one somewhere?
Okay, Dick, do you have 25-year-old lines? I guess I have what you might call a little tiny, teeny crow's feet around the eyes, and I used to have a couple of dimples here that are kind of becoming elongated into lines. If that's what she's referring to, am I wrong?
You know, it wasn't, no, she didn't say for real lines. Ann didn't say that. I'll have to take 10 points from you.
It's worth it if she didn't say it. Thank you, dear.
Hal Holbrook, we thought you...
I didn't press my button.
Why?
Well, somehow I didn't think my wife would say that. Although it's true. Maybe that for real part. I've been sitting here thinking whether she would have said that, and that for real part kind of gets me because of doing that old makeup for so long. Well, I guess it was me, right?
It was, and we'll have to take 10 points because you didn't recognize that. Okay, we said a sign that he's getting older, and she said lengthening dimples. Bert Convey.
Well, if that's not me, then I've missed a couple of dimples on the panel here.
Now that you've made it sound worse than it is.
Yes, right. Lengthening dimples is a much nicer way of putting it. I'll accept that. Thank you, my dear.
That's what she said. 25 points for you, Bert. Very good. More of He Said, She Said in just a moment. Right now, this message. I have a new topic for you. And I'm kind of anxious to hear this one myself. The first time he kissed you.
Oh, I remember.
You remember, huh? I hope for his sake. All right, DJ. Okay. The first time he kissed you.
Oh, gosh. All right, I'll tell you something. I had a tiny little studio apartment on the west side, and I loved it because it was the first time I was furnishing things with my own money. And the greatest thing that I fell in love with it because it had a big walk-in closet. And I remember I was saying, oh, Mr. Zampino, this is my, you know, my kitchen set. And I was walking around, and I said, I've got to show you this, my walk-in closet. And I walked in, and I turned around to talk to him, and he grabbed me and kissed me. So all I can say is walk-in closet.
Walk-in closet. Sure, you would remember that.
I don't know if he would or not.
Oh, if he
does. It was a long time ago. Yeah, it was he. It was him.
Okay, all right.
It was. With that nose, how could I forget it?
All right, walk-in closet. The first time he kissed you, who was next, Carol?
I was in a taxi. We were doing a really rotten play together on summer stock, and we were being very professional about the whole thing and not getting involved or anything. We were being an actor and an actress doing our thing. And we got involved, and and it was in a taxi coming from a bar to dropping me home.
So what's going to be your clue?
Bumpy taxi.
That's funny.
Well, because the taxi was going down one of those horrible New York streets in the summer, and he was trying to kiss me like this. So, I mean, there you go.
Bumpy taxi. Okay. All right, we've got your response. Loretta Clark, the first time he kissed you.
We were at a party. Actually, I wasn't with him. He was having a party at the end of a tour. I was traveling with a girl singer at the time. And I don't know how we got by the pool. I forgot that part. But anyhow, we were sitting by a pool, and I was sitting on his knee talking because somebody lost a watch in the pool, and they disappeared. And when I went to lean over to get a drink, I think, I had my drink on the ground. It just kind of
Can you talk a little bit louder? Because I don't want to miss anything.
Well, I think that's about it.
Oh, is that it?
So you can say by the pool or something.
Pool?
Yeah, kiss.
Pool
Or
kiss?
lean over pool. I don't know.
I wasn't there.
Pool watch.
Pool watch.
Yeah, because we were supposed to be looking for a watch.
Okay, you were supposed to be looking for a watch. All right, pool watch. We've got the 3 responses. Let's go backstage. Hello, guys. You all set to play? All right. Remember to press your buttons when you recognize your wives. We said the first time he kissed you. And she said bumpy taxi. Hal Holbrook.
Why, it was going from the Algonquin Hotel, and we caught a cab. We walked to Fifth Avenue and caught a cab. And we almost chewed each other to pieces. Because the cab was very bumpy.
That's what she said.
Nicked our teeth and everything.
25 points. We said the first time he kissed you, and she said pool watch. Dick Clark.
You remembered, huh?
I don't know about the watch. Did you?
We were looking for a watch.
Oh, was that the excuse? I don't know what you thought about it. We were at a party, and it seemed like a good idea to go outside, and allegedly there was a watch to look for or something, and it's, you know, the moon, and it was August or June, or August, wasn't it?
Yeah, September 1st.
At 11:04, yes. No, it was by a swimming pool at the Michigan State Fair. We were staying there for a show.
That's what she told us, Dick. We're going to give you 25 points. We said the first time he kissed you, and she said walk-in closet. Bob Zampino. Yeah, I think that was me.
You think it was you? Yeah, I think the first time, the first week we dated, she had a huge walk-in closet, and walking out, she followed me in.
She followed you in?
Into the closet.
Sure.
Into the closet. And that's when I got hung up on the smell of camphor. Well, anyway, it was her apartment, her walk-in closet. That's where I first kissed her.
That's a very exciting story, Bob.
Yeah, well,
We're going to give you the 25 points. All right. We've reached the halfway point in our game. It's time you to change places with your wives. Would you come out on stage, please?
Promotional consideration furnished by National Airlines with non-stop service Miami to London. National says you're going to have a great flight.
Now let's meet the husbands.
And here they are. Here's Dick Clark. The Clarks have 15 points. Next is Bob Zampino. The Zampinos have 15 points. Here's Hal Holbrook. The Holbrooks have 15 points. And Bert Convy. The Convys have 15 points, Joe.
Okay, John, we're going to see how good the husbands are, or the wives are, recognizing the husbands in just a moment. But first, this message. On stage, we have with us Dick Clark, and the Clarks have 15 points. And this is Bob Zampino, and the Zampinos have 15 points. And this is Hal Holbrook, and the Holbrooks have 15 points.
Well, wait till you hear this score.
This is Bert Convy, and the Convays have 15 points. Okay, your wives are all backstage. Remember, you're each playing for a different married couple in our studio audience, and the winner's prize is a week's stay at a Holiday Inn. And guys, in the other section with the wives, we set a sign, you're getting older, I'm going to give you a chance to get even. The topic is a sign that she's getting older. Whoop, Bob is up there right now.
Pot belly.
He said it.
He's in trouble. Well, you know, if she could say I have one and I don't, then I can say she has one, even though she doesn't.
Okay. You'll explain. Yeah, all right. Pot
She's
belly.
flying off the, you know.
Okay. Pot belly. Let's see who was next here. Dick Clark. A sign that she's getting older.
This is kind of a strange one, Joe, and I mentioned it to her yesterday, and I don't know exactly how to say this politely. When I first met her, she's a very, very shy person and wore clothes like up to here around the Adam's apple. And she was showing me some of the things she might bring to wear on He Said, She Said, and I noticed that there was quite a bit that was exposed to the public, and, you know, and the dresses are getting lower cut. And so it's either bosom exposed or low-cut dress. She's never did that as a kid.
Never did as a kid.
And maybe it's just a style change, but...
you want to give me a clue?
Low-cut dress.
Low-cut dress.
Sis.
Is a sign... Dresses. It's a sign she's getting older.
I think she's getting more mature or something.
Okay,
she's not
all
so
right.
bashful about it.
Let's go. Let's see here. Bert Convey.
Well, I had one, Joe, but I'm taking it back. No, if I say that, I won't be able to go home tonight. I think what I should say about, well, I don't even know if you'll accept that. I would say like vintage wine. She really is not getting older. It's mellower. How can I say that? It's better.
Oh, that's...
Why don't you use the first one?
What was the first one? No, never mind. Maybe Hal's got one.
Well, I can say, yeah, I have to kind of repeat, but I can say large tummy because she's pregnant.
That's a sign she's getting older.
Well, it helps, you know.
Okay, all right. We'll go backstage and see what happens. Hello, girls. Y'all set back there?
Yes.
All right. Remember to press your button when you recognize your husband. We said a sign that she's getting older.
They didn't.
They did it.
They did it.
They did it. And when we said a sign that she's getting older, he said large tummy. Carol Rawson.
Well, I don't think that's fair. I don't see what that has to do with getting older. I'm getting pregnant is what I'm getting, but I'm not...
Mature, dear.
Mature, yes. It's a mature baby is what it is.
That's what he said. We're going to give you 25 points, Carol. We said a sign that she's getting older, and when we said a sign that she's getting older, he said pot belly. E.J. Peeker.
Oh, no. He's been accusing me of gaining weight. And he just said the other day, he says, hey, and he didn't know what to say, you know. He says, I said, pleasantly plump. Is that what you want to say, pleasantly plump? And he says, no, just a little bit chunky. And so he said I was gaining weight in my belly, but I gain it all over. I have been. And I think that's what he said.
That's what he said. We're going to give you 25 points. We said a sign that she's getting older, and he said low-cut dresses.
You're terrible. Oh, that doesn't mean I'm getting older. I wore them a long time ago, too. Always.
No. Tell the truth. You used to wear, like, steel corsets up around your chin.
Just a minute. Only last year and the year before, but before I met you, I used to wear a lot of low-cut things. And now I've decided
It's going to be one of those days again, isn't it, baby? We all go home. Saw you on the TV, Dick, about your wife.
Yeah, about my wife, your wife. That's terrible.
That's what he said. We're going to give you 25 points, Loretta. Okay. Going to take two responses. Only two of you can play. Topic is her most endearing trait. Her most endearing trait.
No answers.
Bob Zampino.
I was going to say legs. I guess that's her most endearing trait. She's got great legs.
That's endearing.
That's endearing.
For you, it's endearing.
For me, it's endearing. For somebody else, it's, you know... It's
Okay, all right. Her great legs. Okay, her most endearing trait. Hal.
She really listens to you, to me.
Really listens.
Mm-hmm. Tries to help, you know. She's very good at it, too. She really listens and then, you know, to what I have to say, and then she really comes up with a good answer.
About everything, huh? Not just about your business.
No, about everything. Yeah.
Really listens. Okay, let's go backstage and see what happens. Girls, you all set back there?
Yes.
Press your button now and you recognize your husband. We said her most endearing trait. And when we said her most endearing trait, he said great legs. E.J. Peeker.
I don't know, but he always tells me,
Talk about humility.
No, because, you know, he would just said that just the other day. He said, hey, baby, you got great legs. And he said it just like that, and that's why I remembered it. I don't know if he meant it, but he said, hey, baby, you got great legs and skinny ankles.
With the cigar in my mouth, right? Yeah.
But that's what he said.
Hey, baby, you're going to get 25 points. Okay, we said her most endearing trait, and he said really listens. Really listens. Carol Rosson.
I just listen. I mean, his pace is so different than mine. I'm a big city girl, and he's from the Midwest there, and it takes a long time. So in order for me to follow, I just have to really listen. Is that right?
Carol, that's what he said. We're going to give you 25 points.
That's funny. It didn't come out that way when you said it.
Hey, girls, I just want to tell you there were two fellas who couldn't think of anything when we said her most endearing trait. Two fellas couldn't think of anything.
That's not true, girl. Come on now, Joe. Don't let him do that, Joe. He'd only take two answers.
Final scores.
No trouble, Joe.
Winners, but first this message. Our couples are all together. Johnny, who's the winning couple?
Joe, we have a tie with 65 points each. The winners are the Zampinos and the Holbrooks.
Good. All right. Bob, in front of you, you have a card with the
Just rock it down the floor. Okay.
Who's going to read it? Bob?
I'll read it. Mr. and Mrs. Chester Scarborough of Marlborough, Massachusetts.
Oh, that's sweet.
There they are.
Oh, that's sweet.
Okay, and would you read yours, Hal?
And Mr. and Mrs. Harry Stern of New York City.
Congratulations to both couples. You won an exciting week for two at a glamorous holiday inn of your choice in the U.S. or anywhere in the world, such as Denver, Colorado. Get the Holiday Inn habit and go!
And that's what we have to do. Bye.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for He Said, She Said, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.